Hey guys, welcome back to Purple and Gold Talk. It's Wyatt. I got my brother Victor here with me. I'm going to start this episode out with a statement. The Lakers will win 17 more championships before the Clippers get one. And we are
Mm.
here to celebrate our victory over the Clippers. Finally, my boy Victor ain't even witnessed one. Has LeBron beat the Clippers? I don't think he has. It's been
So
a minute since you witnessed one,
I, I
dog.
I got I gotta actually give a double take. I've been saying for the last like 2 years, LeBron's never beat the Clippers, but the commentators tonight were talking about we haven't beat them since the bubble. So I guess
Okay,
LeBron
okay.
has, but it's still been too long, too long.
Yeah, it's been too long. We got a dub versus the Clippers, guys. It was an amazing game. It was a fun game, a really fun game to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I was doing some stuff with the fam, and I was watching on my phone at the bowling alley, and then we were at a friend's house. I was watching it on my phone there, but I was still locked in. I felt like the friend that's just in the corner not talking to nobody because I was just locked into the Lakers.
Man,
Yeah,
Lakers on. Nobody
yeah,
talk to
Lakers
me.
on. Don't mess with me, bro. We're going against the Clippers tonight. This is serious. But we had a great win. Started off rough.
Very
Started off
rough.
started off real rough because in the second half I was like, dang, I might just want to turn this off because it was
Man,
looking bad. We were not looking good on offense. Our defense was not looking great either, and
it was more of what we've been seeing the last two games,
yeah,
basically.
and the lead even got up to like 18.
19.
Yeah, 19 points.
Yep.
And then we just couldn't break the spell. It's like we were 10, 11, 9, and we
Mm-hmm.
just we
We
just
were in
could
between that 9-11 place for a
yeah, we
minute.
just couldn't make a run. We just couldn't get stops.
Mm-hmm.
Um until the third quarter.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, third quarter, Lakers quarter.
Best quarter we've played all season.
Yeah, I think so too. I texted you that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was their best quarter all season long. D'Lo really came alive. That was like the best I've seen from D'Lo in a minute, I guess, besides last night, or
Yep, yep.
Monday night pass game. Um, but the third quarter, I really thought Christian Wood stepped up on the defensive end. I really like that long lineup that we have.
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel like Cam Reddish stepped up tonight on defense. I know he went 1 for 5 from the 3-point line,
He
but
definitely did.
being asked to be our best defender on the court with our defenders down. Rui, a great defender. Gabe Vincent, also a great defender. And then Tareem Prince being out too, with him having the start. So let's just stop right there. The guys out tonight. I think this is like the story of the game. With Rui being out, with Gabe being out, and with Tareem Prince being out,
And Vanderbilt still being out.
and with Vanderbilt still being out. This was
Yeah.
a real test for us
Yeah, huge.
having to overcome this. A lot of guys had to step up,
Mm-hmm.
including, like I was saying, with Cam Reddish. Um,
Only 8 guys played. Eight guys
yeah,
played.
small rotation, small
Yeah.
rotation. I knew they were going to keep it like that. Um, a little disappointed that Max Christie didn't step up. He was 1 for 5 and
One
really didn't
one
show me
for
nothing.
7.
What?
1 for 7. He played 20
Oh, I
minutes,
was
but
looking at.
I will say this though. Because I was literally just looking at his stats. Max Christie as soon as you mention him, but I'm happy Darvin basically put trust in him for these 20 minutes. I'm not mad at the play at all. I think he got some great looks when he did shoot the ball. Just some unlucky, like there's some that kind of went in and out, like just some unlucky bounces to be honest. But
Yeah,
I
just
really
wasn't
liked his
falling.
energy. I
Hmm.
really liked his energy, and I want to see more minutes from him going forward. To be
I would
honest,
like to see more minutes from him too. He's 6'5", and his wingspan is like
around the same.
very unordinary. It's like longer than 6'5".
Yeah.
He has very long arms, and he's gonna be a very good defender.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, I do want to see him get more minutes. We do need maybe another shooter, and maybe he can fill that role.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think it's just shooters gonna keep shooting and shots are gonna fall. Like I just think tonight was his night, especially with it being like his first real test of the season, and especially against such a important in such an important game against such a big opponent. Like, it's a little bit of that jitters going on, but I really like all the looks he took. If he had them again in the next game, I'd be happy with them too. To be honest,
hmm
it's just and I'm happy. 20 minutes, like And coach trusted him, playing him a little bit in the fourth, earlier in the fourth, which I was like not mad at all. And I thought he played some really solid defense as well.
Okay. The boy, D'Lo,
Mm-hmm.
27 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Back
swimming.
to back great games.
Yeah, he's swimming now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like our offense clicked in the third,
Mm-hmm.
and it continued throughout the fourth, where we were
It didn't
we
fall.
were in attack mode.
Yeah.
We were finally in attack mode the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I really like what Austin Reeves was doing in the third quarter. He did not have a
Man,
very good shooting game again.
he was
Uh,
having another iffy game up to third
After the
quarter,
third
fourth
quarter,
quarter,
yeah,
and turn it around. And I was like, thank you. That's what I'm talking about. And honestly, if we had our guys not like if our roster was more full than it was tonight, he probably wouldn't have played those minutes going up to that point. Because the last two games he had similar, stats going into the third, and coach benched him for the rest of the game because he just didn't have it.
So you saying Darvin gonna bench him coming out of halftime?
No. I'm just, bro. Look at the last two games. He had coming at halftime.
I get
he's
that he
not
hasn't
playing.
shot well, but I mean, it's the fifth game in the season.
Nah, brother, hear me
Darvin
out.
Ham ain't gonna bench him coming out of halftime.
Brother, hear me out. I'm not saying at halftime. I'm saying in the last two games, at halftime, he's not looking good. He'll play him some in the third. He still don't got it. Then he'll sit him for the rest of the game because he don't got it. And all I'm saying is, if the same thing would have happened, and we weren't this weak, he probably would have sat him for the rest of the game again. But he didn't. He couldn't because we were so weak. We were so down on guys.
Yeah,
but he came through. He came through. That's all that matters. I'm happy about that. Yeah, he had some clutch shots. He played great in the OT. Drawing some fouls, great ball handling in OT as well. Really getting under guys' skin. I mean, he was looking back to like the AR we expect to see.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just hope he rides this and gets his confidence a little bit back up, and we can kind of get out of this slump moving forward.
Yeah, same here.
I do want to touch on this. I mean, hey, the King. What a game!
Oh yeah. 42 minutes, 35 points, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep, vintage Bron.
Yeah,
back at it. Yep, 11 rebounds,
he went
double
crazy.
double.
I think he had a little something extra because he was playing Russell.
And Ty Lue.
You seen his statement that he came out about Russell and said?
No.
He said if the Lakers retired his jersey, he wouldn't play another game.
If the Lakers retired Russell Westbrook's jersey?
Yeah. Somebody asked him that.
I mean, I agree. What? Russell Westbrook does not deserve his jersey to be retired in any franchise he's ever played for. So
for the Thunder, of course. Don't disrespect Russell Westbrook like that. This man's still the triple-double king.
Okay, actually, I'm forgetting that detail. Fair enough. I'm thinking chips. I'm a winner mentality. I'm thinking championships. You went to one finals.
Now you want to bring up chips, bro? Come on.
No, when you talk about retirement,
come on.
We're moving past this. But AD, I will say this. Although he didn't have an awful night, I feel like he could have had a better night. We were kind of struggling to find him. Granted, they were playing him tough down low, but I just feel like we weren't getting him the ball when we needed to as much. And all I'm saying is, because I'm not mad about it, it's just kind of something I noticed. All I'm saying is we need to work on improving that as we move forward in the season. Getting in the ball. There were some times where I seen him frustrated because he wasn't getting the ball. So I wanna kind of get better with that. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. But overall, I agree with you, man. It's a big win with so many guys being out, so many important guys being out. Really, grinding this one out, being down 19 at a point, having the best offensive quarter. By the way, I have a stat for you. In that third quarter, the Lakers went on a 15-4 run. 13-4 out of that 15-4 was without LeBron. Yeah, the best quarter without LeBron all season.
Oh yeah. It was an unusual lineup. It was Jackson Hayes, AD, and Christian Wood out there together.
The three bigs.
That was very interesting. It was a long
clutch.
It was a long lineup, man. That was a huge lineup. I want to see it again. I want to see
And
it again.
the thing was, we got Zubac into foul trouble. So really, they had to rely on Plumlee for a good little minute there. And
Well,
I mean,
Zubac was a garbage can tonight.
mm-hmm. They both were really
Yeah, they couldn't
him
do
and
any. They
Plumlee.
couldn't do anything, bro.
Yeah,
I think the Clippers are gonna be a hot mess, bro. It's gonna be
I
a
told you this
yeah. It's gonna
in the
be a
intro video.
it's gonna be a clusterfuck over there, especially with James Harden now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I told you this in the intro video. I told you this. I just see the Clippers really like this is gonna be the season where at the end of the season they're gonna take a hard look at themselves and they're gonna have to start from scratch because it's just not working. These aren't your guys.
I mean, the thing is, you have 4 guys that are gonna want a max deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, not Westbrook because he fully understands he is not deserving of one anymore. So I don't think he'll want one.
Westbrook probably gonna go get his bag wherever it comes.
He could have
I
done
mean,
that this summer if he really wanted to, though.
but he had to improve his play.
Fair enough.
He has to have a
His
good
image.
yeah, he has to have a good season this year
Yeah.
to go get a 3, maybe 4-year contract because it might be his last contract that he gets
Mhm.
in the league.
Probably.
If we're just being honest, his last multi-year deal, and
Mhm.
he might not even get that. It might be like a 1-2 year thing, a
Yeah.
one year with a team option or something like that. I don't know what he
Mhm.
gets into. We're not going to get into that. But the Clippers got 4 max guys that they have to choose from going
Yeah.
into next season. They've traded all their assets away,
Mhm.
and they really put their self in a bad spot, relying on James Harden.
It's like you got the 2 clowns of the league on your team. You got Westbrook and Harden.
Yeah. And then you got homeboy with no knees. Yeah,
Right.
he got degenerative knees. He
Both
can't
of them,
play
really.
back. He can't play back to backs. He can't play
This
in
was
the
his first
playoffs.
back-to-back since 2019, I believe they said tonight.
Yeah. Which is kind of crazy.
That's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. For a max guy, for a guy you build a franchise around.
Well, I guess he has been injured. He might have been injured for a couple of those years, like really injured.
No, he has, but
Yeah.
like it's still like, man, not one. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see, but I'm with you. I mean, I said it in the intro video. I think Clippers.
Yeah, it's
No
gonna
bueno.
be a dumpster fire. I really wanted Harden. I wanted Harden to go there so bad because you've seen what Harden has done with every single team he's been on. I am gonna be just sitting back, enjoy when this happens to the Clippers, man.
That would be funny.
Yeah,
That would be funny. Yeah.
man.
And it's like they haven't learned. Like he's been moving around. And he's been on teams with literally other superstars that are crazy good, much better, honestly, than the talent he's joining up with now. I mean, you were with KD and Kyrie at one point.
Yeah.
And nothing is shaking. So what do you think is gonna make it any different over here? I mean, granted, I will say this: out of all the coaches that's been there, because he's been with Nash, I believe it was, with Nets, and now he was with Sixers coach Rivers.
Side note,
he with Ty Lue now. Ty Lue's a good coach. That's the only thing I'll give the Clippers. Ty Lue's a good coach.
Ty Lue ain't that great of a coach.
He's one of the best coaches in the league. Fact.
He won with LeBron in Cleveland. What has he done since? And what has he done before?
I'm just saying he's a good coach.
What has he done since? What has he done before?
You could say that about like 80% of the league. That's like saying Udoka is not a good coach. Continue though. You were saying?
We'll get off this topic, but
yeah,
this man Ty Lue, he's not it, bro.
Let us know in the comments. Do you think Ty Lue is a good coach? Yes or no? I would like to know.
Is Ty Lue it? No.
No, not it. Yeah. I'm just saying he's a good coach, just simply.
Yeah, subpar coach. I wouldn't hire him. Yeah. Get the hell out of
here. Ty Lue or Darvin Ham? Who'd you rather coach the Lakers?
Man, that's a tough question because I don't like
not
Darvin
a tough
Ham
question. Oh
I picked Ty Lue, but they're both bad coaches. Like,
nah, you tripping on this one, OG. But we gonna keep it moving though. Oh, another thing. I wanted to talk about this. I think. Well, I was just on this, but I want to kind of go a little deeper on this. I think how we played in this quarter without LeBron, that's the key to success this season. Because again, remember the mission: less minutes for Bron, more time for him later in the game. getting them more rested, and that just means our team's got to look like what it did look like in the third without Braun in the game.
Mm.
We got to figure that out. Our plus minus with him on the court, with him not on the court this season has been like two on the complete opposite sides of the spectrum. And tonight we were, I think, plus 11 with LeBron off the court, which is huge. And we got to continue on that. I think that's going to be a key to success. We were doing much better on defense, much better in rebounding in the second half of this game, which I touched on last video. I think our rebounding and our defense has kind of been nowhere to be seen. But yeah, and you were right. Well, so far you were right. You touched on it last video as well about Russell riding a high once he gets kind of on a high. And so far, he's back-to-back games riding this high. I would love to see him ride this high, let's say, for the rest of the road trip. We have 4 road games coming up. This is our last home game for a little while. We're on a little road trip now. The next 4 games are on the road, ending with a game in Phoenix next Friday. That will be our first play-in tournament game. Very excited about that. Yeah. That's right now. That's the mission I'm giving on D'Lo. Play this road game or this road trip on this high. We'll take baby steps. There. We'll start there.
Yeah.
That's for me. I mean, that's how I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna give you baby steps. If you can hit that, we'll be happy. We'll give you another one at the end of it. But for now, I would like to see him ride this high on this road trip. Also, I want our guys to come back soon. I miss these guys, man. What happened with Prince, man? He was a late scratch.
Oh, yeah, he just had some knee soreness.
I know. Hopefully, he'll be back by Saturday. Also, we were talking about this on Monday. We thought Rui would be back. It's just the eye contusion. At least that's what they called it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, his eye must have been poked pretty bad. It must be a little something up with his vision. Maybe a little blurry vision. I've been poked in the eye pretty bad before. Had to treat it with eye drops, and it might even be like a scratch on the eye. Have you ever had your eye scratched?
No,
I
sir.
mean, it does take a week. It does take a couple of days for it to heal. I'm sure he's taking medical eye drops, and he's going to be good. Probably by the next game, man. I can see him playing next game, and
hopefully,
if not that, he's going to play the one after that. He's not going to be gone long.
Right. Well, that's pretty much all I have for this game. What about you? You got anything else on this game?
Nothing much on this game, man. Yeah, I'm glad we got the win. It was I don't know, it was probably the most fun game I've had watching this whole season, to be honest.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so it was the most fun game to me.
It's the most I feel good win we've gotten this season, by the way. Like at the end of the last 2 wins we've gotten, I'm not feeling amazing about them. I'm like just happy to get the win, but like I'm not feeling great about the performance. Whereas like this game is like the first, like we got the win and I feel really good about it, basically. For me personally. But on that note, I mean, let's look at our next matchup. The Magic, once again. I mean,
we get to run it back against the Magic, man.
This is cool. We're just going to get these 2 matchups out the way and then never see them again for the rest of the season. So that's nice. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I personally don't have much to say. I mean, we just beat them on Monday. Let's go down there in Orlando, smack them some more. Or actually, I shouldn't say some more because we barely got out of that on Monday.
Yeah, I'm looking for us to go down to Orlando and win the game handedly. I'm not. Yeah. We have come back from every game, bro. Every game we've had to make some star comeback to get back in the game, bro. And I just want us to go down there and I just want us to win. I don't want to have to be stressed out throughout the whole game, bro.
Especially against the Magic. Like, you hate being stressed out against an opponent like that.
Yeah. And I'm looking to go down there. We'll see what pieces that we have. We'll see. What was Gabe's injury tonight? I never saw that.
That one I did not know. It's something I think like something low, like knee or foot or something like that.
Let me look that up real quick.
But while you look that up,
see what the injury was tonight. do, 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 do. Gabe Vincent doubtful. Rui out.
Well,
Vision,
why you
Vincent's
look?
issue, I got it right here. Vincent's issue is new, but is the second minor injury he has dealt with this year so far. During the preseason, he set out multiple games due to lower back tightness, but was ready to go once the regular season began. His likely absence could allow Darvin Ham to give someone else a shot in the rotation. So we're dealing with some lower back tightness, some lower back stiffness, which I've dealt with that too as a player, and that can be very aggravating. They need to get that under control. Maybe the medical team. He's new with the Lakers, so maybe the medical team needs to get with him, and they need to do some back treatments and some chiropractic work, some stuff like that to keep his back healthy. Um, Hopefully we get this managed and kind of like under control early in the season, and this will not hinder him anymore. But
Because he's an important piece. He's gonna be an important piece if we want to make a deep playoff run.
yeah, just for the guard play, because after D'Lo and after Austin Reeves, it's like who do we go to at the 1 or 2?
Yeah,
Yeah, it would be Max Christie up next, and I love Max Christie, but just not feeling confident in him to play big time minutes against the top teams in the league.
I
Um,
agree.
yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
So exactly
But
why
I
we
but I,
Gabe.
but I actually what's crazy is I wanted to. I don't know why. I think because I was in the hospital, I tend to forget some things. So I
Oh, hold
forgot to
up,
touch.
the boy, Victor. Out the hospital, man. Let's go. Let's get it. We back in the studio. Hey,
Yeah, man.
glad you're back, brother. Glad you're healthy.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I wanted I wanted to touch on this on Monday, but Max Christie I think should already be seeing more minutes than he has to be honest, personally. But I think it's all part of Darvin's struggle of getting this rotation down pat with
Yeah.
so many weapons. Which again, I mean, we're gonna sound like broken records, but he needs to get that under check sooner rather than later. And it looks like he's kind of getting a little groove with things. Going to Wood in the late game, going that big lineup in the late game. I like it. I like it a lot. Wood is what's coming through. What's coming through so far, and
Man,
I
I'm
think there's room for
impressed.
improvement.
I'm impressed with Wood.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little hesitant on him coming in, to be honest, because
Really,
one, I was like, he barely got any minutes with the Mavericks last year, and they were in need of a big man. So I'm
and
like,
see that's the thing though. I
what
think
was going on there?
I'll tell you. I think remind me their coach name again.
Jason Kidd, this man, a
Yes,
Hall of Famer.
I know. No, I know. I know. I'm sorry. It's the brain cells. Sorry.
All right.
Yes, I think Jason Kidd was not using him properly. Which, by the way, he was
Obviously
out.
not.
Which he was very outspoken about. I don't know if you saw Christian Wood. As soon as he became a Laker, he kind of took shots at Jason Kidd and the Mavericks organization for basically not giving him any time of day. Really, he felt very disrespected while during his time there. Yeah, and so I liked how Darvin, at least in press conferences and so forth, has talked about his relationship with Wood, because he clearly has a lot of trust in Wood, and we're seeing that kind of now show up in game, and it's looking good so far, and I think there's room to build. So hopefully come March, this dude is rolling.
He's looking amazing.
Mm.
And I'm like,
Mm-hmm,
because I was not the Mavs situation, kind of gave me doubts, and then nobody signed him. Like nobody
Well,
else,
you know how this
nobody
league
else
is,
wanted
man.
this guy.
Well, you know how this league is, man. You get
You think
one little.
You think the way the league's going now, with people wanting 7-foot 3-point shooters and being able to spread the floor and wanting players like Wemby and stuff like that, that somebody would have picked the guy up, and paid him.
It's all
Like,
about curb appeal, I
yeah,
think. And Christian Wood didn't have that curb appeal. He did have that curb appeal pre Dallas. Then Dallas kind of shot his curb appeal. And shout out Rob, man. I was excited, to be really honest. When we picked him up, I was like, I think it will work well, especially because he's such a good career 3-point shooter. I mean, for a 7-footer, obviously. I think I was like, man, this could be good. This could be good. Now, obviously, this is still only 5 games in the season, so we just hope we see more of the same. See more of the same. See more of better. improving on this. 10 points tonight for him. But I'm here for the length. I'm more for his presence and his length. I
And
like him guarding
he's
that
been doing
3-point shot.
a decent job guarding folks on the wing too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love him guarding that 3-point shot. I love him guarding that 3-point shot because he's so big. It's so hard to shoot over dude because he's so tall, especially his wingspan's like gargantuan. So I really like it. I mean, sometimes they fall, but it's you just like that it's there. You like that that's the defensive presence you have on that shot. Personally,
Yeah, same here.
So he played 29 minutes today off the bench. I mean, that's huge. That's starter. That's like borderline starter minutes, and I'm okay with that. Yeah. I just want to see more of that.
Yeah, loving what I see from Christian Wood. Loved what I saw from the squad tonight. Yeah,
yeah.
I can go to sleep happy.
I could have used a little bit more efficient. Well, actually, all I'm gonna say is this: I just hope this is the beginning of the turnaround for Austin Reeves, so we can get the season started. That's all I'm gonna say.
Same here.
Yep.
But Austin Reeves shots are gonna fall. I'm not worried. I'm really still not worried about Austin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little slump.
Yeah, I think it's just a little slump.
Yeah, just a little slump.
I think it's just a little slump. We don't need to
man.
overreact.
Yeah. We good over here, man.
Also, I will say this: I want to applaud the Lakers for not basically letting up in the OT. We have a tendency to do that. Like if we're like kind of like what happened tonight. How many times did we see that last season? We're up in the fourth, some fuck shit happens, and now we're on OT and we just crumble and we lose the game. It was like if we're going to OT where we just kind of had it going on, we don't have anything going on in OT. So shout out Lakers for really sticking together and pulling through in the OT. The game really shouldn't have gone to OT. Really, Cam Reddish foul, kind of some BS to be honest, but whatever.
Man, looking from the side view.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He didn't touch him.
Yeah,
looking from the side view, there was no touch. So I did not get that call there. I thought the game should have been over in regulation. But
big win.
Yeah,
Magic on Saturday.
Big W. We got the Magic on Saturday, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to comment. Make sure to like. And make sure to follow us on our social medias at Purple Gold Talk _. I am Wyatt. This is my main guy, Victor. And we will see y'all for the Magic recap. Thank you, guys. See ya.
Peace.